Gov. J.B. Pritzker accused Chicago officials of political posturing after they complained that the governor should have postponed Tuesday's election because of the coronavirus, which they blamed for drastically low turnout and polling places that lacked proper equipment.
It is not a time for games, the governor said at a news conference where he announced the state's first death from the coronavirus and also disclosed that more than 20 people at a DuPage County nursing home have tested positive.
It is not a time for political posturing, he continued, visibly upset. It is not a time to complain that you're being asked to do uncomfortable things, to make hard choices, to go above and beyond in your responsibilities.
Pritzker accused city election officials of attempting to shift the blame for their failings.
Earlier in the day, as voting got off to a shaky start, a spokesman for the Chicago Board of Election Commissioners complained to reporters that the board was rebuffed last week when it asked the governor to halt in-person voting and switch to casting ballots by mail.
We were urging the postponement of the election, and a conversion to vote by mail for the safety of the voting public, Jim Allen said in a conference call as numerous polling places reported problems with equipment because they had changed locations at the last minute as a precaution because of the coronavirus.
Allen reported extremely low turnout as polls opened, only 10,500 votes cast by 7 a.m. and 14,400 votes in the second hour. By 2 p.m., 173,720 voters had cast ballots in Chicago.
He said election officials suspected the low turnout was the result of people staying at home and following the directives of public health officials amid the coronavirus outbreak. Precautions also prompted the election board to change more than 200 polling places in the last week. Relocating election materials to new sites was the biggest issue of the morning, Allen said.
We did the best we could, he said. We certainly had no idea when we were making these purchasing moves, there would be a global pandemic.
Anticipating problems, Allen said the election board spoke with Pritzker's staff on March 11. At the time we predicted that there would be fear among voters, that there would be legitimate concerns among our poll workers, and that we would lose polling places, he said.
There's nothing magical about March 17 unless you're St. Patrick, Allen continued. No one was going to get elected today. These were nominations. It was a snowball we could all see coming down the hill.
Pritzker, at his daily briefing on the coronavirus outbreak, shot back that he did not have the authority to call off the election, even if he had wanted to.
Last week, the Chicago board asked me to do something that is unquestionably not within my legal authority, he said after giving the daily update. They wanted me unilaterally to cancel in-person voting on March 17, convert Illinois to an all-vote-by-mail state and extend vote by mail to May 12.
Not surprisingly, they could not even begin to explain the legal basis for their request, he said. Nor could they explain how they believed that they and election authorities across the state could effectively convert the election to all vote by mail. Nor could they promise the people of Illinois that the state would be able to hold an election on the suggested day of May 12.
Pritzker said he was limited by the state constitution and would not cross the boundaries of our democracy.
If people want to criticize me for that, well, go ahead, he continued as state and Chicago health officials stood behind him. I'll wear it like a badge of honor. Every step that we've taken during this crisis, my legal team has understood and laid out our legal authority to do it. We have worked with the individuals or entities involved to get to the right answer.
All of them have stepped up to the plate, all, except the Chicago Board of Elections.